Darwinex versus the top prop firms. I really feel like I have to record this video because after publishing a few videos about Darwinex, I saw plenty of comments where the traders are not happy with the 15% payout, and that is absolutely understandable, but there is a reason for that. I saw a letter from the founders of Darwinex where they covered plenty of topics, but what grabbed my attention is that they compare Darwinex with hedge funds. And you know, hedge funds in general make 10 to 20% a year and they charge performance fee their investors, and usually there is 1 to 2% of management fee. Plus there are plenty of costs at the back end, such as attract and service investors, handle operations, back office, compliance, and all of that should be done before they reach to their first potential investor. So with all of that said, Darwinex charge investors 20% performance fee and 1.2% management fee and pay you 15% success net. And before I get into more details, if you compare Darwinex with the prop firms, make sure to compare it with the best ones. And which are the best ones? We have listed them on EA Trading Academy. Right below the brokers, you will see the prop trading firms that I personally tested. Of course, don't take those as a recommendation. Just after what happened with my Forex funds, I thought that it would be a good idea to list the prop firms that I tested, my team uses as well, and we didn't have issues. Of course, if you had issues with any of these guys on the page, let me know down below in the comments and we might consider removing it from the list if they have some scammy approach. One word about my Forex funds: scammy platforms have always been around with the brokers, with the prop firms, with the crypto exchanges, so I wasn't really surprised, and of course we can expect more to follow what happened with my Forex funds. That is why I wanted to list a few that you can use, but do your due diligence and decide which one you want to take a challenge with. But let's say you go for the FTMO and you go to their trading objectives, you would immediately see that there is money to risk. For example, for the 25k we have to pay 250 euro. If you fail the challenge, you lose that amount of money. And why I have selected 25k challenge? This is because the capital allocation with Darwinex is very similar. If you succeed to make 5% a month and your drawdown stays below 5%, you are getting allocation of 25,000 euro, but this costs 38 euro a month. There is a sign up fee. If you click on sign up, you will see that it costs 38 euro a month and there is 95 euro sign up fee. But if you use the link down below in the description, you will get extra 20 euro discount. So after signing up and you pay the 38 euro from the second month, in total you are paying 113 euro and you have the chance to get the 25,000 euro allocation if you keep your drawdown below 5% and you achieve 5% profit. While with FTMO you have to pay 250 euro and you have to go through the challenge and the verification before you get the funds. Plus there are trading objectives. It's not just the daily drawdown but as well the maximum loss, which if you exceed you will lose the account. With Darwinex you don't lose the account. Let's say you make more than 5% of a drawdown, even 12, simply means that you are not getting allocation but you are not losing the account. And if you achieve another 5% the next month, cumulative would be 10, but you stick to -5 as a drawdown, you are getting allocation again. So what happens pretty much when you sign up with the Darwinex is that you get account with 100,000 and you can't lose it. You can go on the negative, but if you recover, still you are good to receive allocation. And the other very important thing about Darwinex is that they are regulated with the FCA in the UK and with the CNMV in Europe, but that is Darwinex Classic. Darwinex Zero is still not regulated, but it was founded by the same people, so I really hope they will never afford to risk their good name and regulation on the Darwinex Classic if they do scammy approaches on the Darwinex Zero. However, prop firms like FTMO and all of the rest are not regulated. Keep that in mind. So far we don't have a prop firm that is fully regulated, and I really hope in the very near future, especially after what happened with my forex funds, there will be regulations for the prop firms, which obviously will eliminate all of the scammers. One thing I want to point out with prop firms like FTMO is that you can get funded with $200,000 much faster if you pass challenge 1 and challenge 2. While on Darwinex you will have to be consistently profitable for a few months until you reach such a location, unless you win their Darwinia competition, which recently increased its price to 350k. And at the end I want to go back to the letter from the founders and point out what exactly 15% means in numbers, because one more time, the majority of the traders are not happy with a payout of 50% when prop firms offer 85 or 90%. But if you look at the best current trader who manages over $30 million of allocation, you will see that his profit so far is over 700,000 euro, just because he manages huge capital, something that the prop firms do not offer at all. And if I click on the details, you will see all of the statistics of very steady growth since April 2015, and you will see that he's not really chasing 10, 15 or 20% a month, but steady growth somewhere between 1 and 2%. Some months he achieved over 10% and others were negative. So I can summarize that if you have an expert advisor or trading system that profits consistently over time, you can look at the Darwinex. If you want riskier and quicker funding, you can look at the FTMO and the other prop firms, but there you have to be ready losing 1,000 euro or more, because if you fail with some of their trading objectives, you will lose that amount of money. Of course, if you succeed, you will get funded and they will pay out their promised amount. At least with FTMO, I have a funded account and I never had issues with the payouts. So for me personally, Darwinex is for the more long-term players that are not chasing huge profits every month, while the prop firms and FTMO is a little bit riskier because you have to put a significant amount to purchase the challenge and you have to stay within their trading objectives. So leave it on you to decide which one is better. Let me know down below in the comments. I'll be super happy to know your opinion. And if you want to know more about the Darwinex competition, check out this video on my site that will give you all of the details. Thank you guys so much for watching and staying with me until the end. Before you go, smash the like button and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss a future upload. As always, don't forget that I love you and I will see you in the next video.